You're dense as hell.
I don't know how you could tell me things that only I would know because you weren't there.
Because she obviously got a kick out of you not realizing she was kidding.
It was not a joke.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Was.
She was dead. She was dead serious.
Nah, your mom's funnier than you. Your mom should be on the pod. Your mom should be on the pod.
Your mom should host the pod.
We should replace you with your mom.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Real Graps podcast. It's been a hot minute. WrestleMania has come and gone, and we're here to give you the deets and all of the sweaty graps. Guys, how we doing?
I thought your mom was hosting.
I don't even know what the fuck he just said. Okay.
I said, I thought Jimmy's mom was hosting the pod.
That was so true.
She's not.
Why not?
I will not be replaced because I am irreplaceable.
Hey, she brought you into this world. She can take you out, buddy.
She has said that on more than one occasion. And I know for certain that she wasn't joking when she said it.
What could you possibly do to make her say that?
One time, this is not the podcast for that right now. So we're going to talk about pro wrestling. WrestleMania, the biggest event of all of the lands, happened. We have thoughts. You just want to jump right into the first match?
Sure.
Do we want to do that, or do we? Yeah. I was gonna say, or do we want to just talk, say what we thought overall,
like
first?
Broadly?
Or do we want to say that?
Yeah, you know what? Let's just knock that out of the way, because I don't know. I think we should go. If we're gonna give our thoughts, let's go night by night, because the narrative of our thoughts, I think, at least for me, changed night by night. So let's just talk about night one for now. What did you guys think overall?
I thought night one was good, but left me wanting more for night two, which is kind of what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I think it was a good night one.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was good night one. It wasn't bad. Main event was amazing.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
We'll get into it, but yeah, I was very satisfied. We actually all of us were gathered around in the same location watching. We ordered pizzas. There were wings. So it was a very fun experience. And we get into the first match here. What?
I don't know what the fuck.
We just had one of our co-hosts have a stroke live on the air.
No, I couldn't. If you asked me for a gun to my head, what he just said, I had no idea. That was me in the last pod.
What I was saying was it was a very fun experience. Like how Jimmy.
Yeah. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
See, this is why we.
Very fun.
This is why I pay you guys.
It's because I'm far away from my phone. That's why you couldn't hear me.
Yeah. It's very funny. The winner of the Royal Rumble for his WrestleMania main event, Jey Uso, starts off WrestleMania. Should we acknowledge the pre-show? Doesn't matter. Did anything happen on the pre-show?
Oh, you know what? They announced Bayley was hurt, I think, on the pre-show.
Yes. The
Bayley AEW bound? AEW bound? Jimmy's going to watch it even more now.
I will watch it because then Bayley can team up with Toni Storm and they could bounce their cheeks off my head as it explodes.
That's very vulgar. What if they hear this? What if they hear this podcast and they hear you saying that? And now they don't have.
We can actually have a conversation about that, but I feel like inherently, if you're a female in professional wrestling, you that's just it's kind of like a.
You're about to say some wild shit.
No.
You're about to say something
it's
that's
like
going to get
professional
canceled.
Athletes when they deal with fan abuse. Obviously, nobody should be
Are you saying they're asking for it?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just
saying. Sounds like you are.
That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying is that it just comes.
She
with
was
the
wearing
territory.
her
to an extent.
Her bikini. She was asking for it. She was wearing her bra outside. She was just asking for it. It's her fault.
Not woke.
What you're saying? That's
what
you're
saying. If you're
going
to become a professional wrestler, that is just the landscape before you got into professional wrestling. You've seen the dedicated Twitter accounts to gooning, sending tributes to every latest picture of a professional wrestler.
How about the first match?
Oh, okay. I guess I'm sorry.
to the crowd.
Go ahead, cancel me for my freaking opinion. Why don't you go ahead and cancel me then? I don't even remember what we stopped for this. I don't remember any of
We're
the
talking about the
prelims.
pre-show.
Was there even a pre-show, or am I just losing my mind?
There was a pre-show, but it was boring. Nothing
Okay.
happened.
No, Jey Uso fought Gunther in a World Heavyweight Championship match. It went a total of 16 and a half glorious minutes. It was a great opener to start the show. Got the people going. The Yeet Master, the Yeet Man, was able to overcome the Ring General by actually hitting him with a couple splashes, couple super kicks, and choked him out. Choked Gunther out, who tapped like immediately, which I found very confusing until I saw a clip of him tapping to Ilya Dragunov in like 2 seconds. So I guess that's his Achilles heel, which I don't know why we're not just all spamming like arm bars or
So I think
submissions at Gunther.
it was jarring in the moment, and I think if they were going to do that, they should have set that up more.
They should have
Because
established something.
yeah, because it just let like you. I like doing like character stuff like that, but you need to do something like anything just to like hint at like maybe so people are looking for something like that, and it's not
They're aware.
jarring.
Not.
Yeah.
I find out from a random wrestling fan like Twitter interaction of a pay per view from a year and a half ago.
And to be honest, that's a problem they've had, I think, a lot recently, is relying way too much on the internet. Which I get to an extent, but like I think I like when the show is like a complete story, you know? Like I don't like it when you have to go to the internet to like figure something out, you know?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the way they're leaning now. Like remember when Cody got attacked by Kevin Owens, and like only like the online like Twitter clips were the thing that was like the Twitter clips like came out first before actually any presentation on television, and it was like, oh, okay, this is a thing now.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
But maybe that's just I mean, I don't know. Triple H is now, I guess, known for being the terminally online dude that's definitely like peeping the timeline as the events are going on now, which could be a good or a bad thing. But what did you think of the match, Ab?
I thought it was a good match. I was okay with him tapping out like that, but I mean, there was more to it. Like he did take like 4 splashes, and then he just got put in. So that happened. Matches overall pretty good. I mean, the crowd was hyped up with that entrance. That entrance was great.
Yeah,
it was a great entrance. I'm excited to see what they do from here. I mean, most likely they're probably just going to do like Evolution 2.0, and Jey Uso is going to lose his title to Seth. That's probably what's going to happen. But happy Jey Uso won.
Did you think so? I know we're talking about WrestleMania 91 right now, but we're a little bit in the future here. So the Raw has obviously already happened. Well, obvious for us now, but they did like a whole, congratulatory thing. I
thought that was lame.
I was about to say I thought I was about to get disagreed with. Like it's one thing
No,
where
that was glazing. That was crazy.
It was
kind
of glazing to the extreme. Like if it was like if it was like 60% of the time for the segment, it just kind of feels weird that this felt almost like a presentation for behind the stage. Like if you want to have wrestlers like come out and congratulate other wrestlers for their performance over the years, that's one thing. But like Jey Uso was like a tag team dude and kind of like a goof for a majority of his career. And then all of a sudden he basically gets like a win at WrestleMania, and it's like this big like hurrah kind of thing. It's I don't know. It just kind of pleasing.
So the thing I have with this whole angle and like the match is, as you guys know, I predicted that this would happen months ago.
He's always right.
Because I'm a genius, and yes, I'm always right. But I think they honestly like went about this in a really weird way. I think it would have been better if they kind of made his winning like a surprise. Like I don't know that building up to it really made the win better. I think I think people are a little like sick of him already. Like they almost ran it into the ground. And especially during WrestleMania and then the celebration on Raw afterwards. I'm a big Jey Uso guy and I'm all in on like the Yeet and all that. And even I during that Raw was like, all right, bro, like I'm getting a little sick of this. Like relax, like this is glazing. So I think it would have been better if they kind of had him like as an like a maybe made it like a triple threat or something, and he was like almost like the Ios guy, but without him winning the championship already, where he's sort of a discounted underdog, and like people aren't expecting him to win, and then he actually does win. Like it should have been a surprise. I feel. I think it would have served his character better. Instead of this weeks of like, I mean, certain parts of the build up were good, but I think it got stale a little bit.
Yeah, especially because of the way that Gunther was being presented. At least from when I started tapping back in, when he was going against Damian Priest, it was like, dude is like a shit wrecker and doesn't take no crap from nobody. And yet here we have Gunther in the WrestleMania season, like going the distance with Akira Tozawa and Otis back to back weeks. Like at certain points, they like had the upper hand on this dude that was like formerly like unbeatable, the super champ, you know,
And
or
that
like at
said, the
least the
actual
technically dominant like dude. The way
yeah,
kind of
the actual match I thought was good, and
yeah.
the finish was like so. I think I could be convinced either way, but like um, I just think the way they went about this, it didn't it didn't it left a lot to be desired. I think ultimately.
Yeah. Um. Now, do you guys should we? I don't know if Dave Meltzer has put out his numbers yet. We haven't seen anything in the
He's
wrestling
not gonna
groups
do it
yet
till. I don't think he does it till like a week after.
because you
Um,
know his schedule.
my thing. Shut up.
Super
My
fan.
thing. My thing with the match and like everything with the glazing and stuff. It's like it's gonna get stale and people are gonna hate him. And then people like Jimmy will be proven right, even though they're not.
He just
Yeah,
doesn't do a
Uh,
good butt bounce. He just shouldn't do a butt bounce if he can't. If you don't
he's
got the
not even a
get.
bad wrestler. Like I hate when people say that, oh, he's a terrible wrestler. Like, what do you mean he's a terrible wrestler? What is he doing? Yeah, does the spear not look great? Sure. But like what is he doing so bad?
he's about as bad as John Cena, which is not bad.
Yeah, John Cena's had classic matches. So it's not like
Yeah,
John Cena's dog shit too. He was dog shit at Mania, but that's
yeah,
another
he's
conversation.
washed. Yeah, he's very
We'll
yeah.
get into
We'll talk.
that, but
Um, what was the second match, Jimmy?
well, are we gonna give our ratings or not?
Oh yeah,
I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
Seems kind of arbitrary. Make sure you put a lot of thought into this. Who knows? Who
almost like
knows?
all ratings are arbitrary and subjective.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
Seth Rollins,
Because
you
you know,
fucking
people
idiots.
might 20 years from now might look at this and they say, "Oh, Jey Uso versus Gunther was only 4 stars." Meanwhile, latest NXT Mexico superstar doesn't get 20 stars. Think about that, Ab. You gotta worry about
I'm not.
starflation. Think about the future.
I'm not. Bro, four
Future
Three
stars
stars.
out of
stars.
five for an opener because I'm counting the entrance and I'm counting the story. So 4 stars is fine.
Three
Those
stars.
count. Yeah, yeah. I believe that's fair. What did you say, Jim?
3.
That's crazy. I also was going to say 3.
I'm glad
It
we're
was a
in
good
agreement.
opener. It was a good opener. It set the tone.
We've done too many
Um,
movie pods. I'm too linked up to your thought process.
but yeah, 3 I think is. I mean, it set a tone for the show.
Yeah.
Was it as good as I wanted it to be? No. Was it bad? No. It was good. I don't know. That's it.
So our next match here, number 2 on the card, the New Day defeated the War Raiders by pinfall for the the World Tag Team Championship belts. A match that I will have to say I'm the lone wolf here. I enjoy the War Raiders. I like Eric and Ivar. And I
Which
felt
is
like
which? I bet you don't even know.
Ivar is the one with the beard. Eric is the dude that's bald with all the tats. Well, I guess they kind of both have tats,
They
but
both
the
have
skin.
beards, don't they?
Yeah, but like Ivar's is like way longer.
Whatever.
Ivar is
Go ahead.
the Ivar. I know which one.
sidetracked you.
As I was saying, certain people sitting at this table across from me don't really like the War Raiders. So I was sitting there in a room where the well was being poisoned right in front of me. I was hearing that this match is ass. They can't wait for the New Day to win, and I was sitting there. And I had hope, and then
All I have to say is thank God for the new day.
the New Day won. So my WrestleMania was already ruined from the jump. Jey Uso, New Day, back to back punch. I was at an all time low.
Good.
But
Good.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I think I do
Triple
think
H
that
hates you. That's why he's the GOAT.
That's fine. I just I probably will have a more favorable opinion on the rating of the match than these two haters, and I'm fine with that. That's all I have to say. I don't even remember anything about the match. I just know that I'm gonna like it more than you guys. Just out of spite.
To be honest, I don't remember a whole lot about it either, except New Day coming in. Their entrance was good. It's
only
always
9
good,
minutes.
and
9
them
minutes,
winning
15
was
seconds.
good. So I mean, it's okay. I think it's okay, like to not remember, for it not to be super memorable. But the win was like what it did for them. I think was definitive. So I think the match was at least it was serviceable for
Yeah, it was a tag team match.
changing champions. Yeah, changing champions. It was serviceable.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna craft a narrative. My overall conclusion of WrestleMania was that at some points it felt very, very Backlash. This is a match that I would probably see on Backlash. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like there was the certain like WrestleMania has like the pomp and circumstance, and maybe it's because of some of the ideas now that like came out that could have been but never was, or just I don't know. It just seemed like maybe you know what? Maybe it's because I'm thinking now of the War Raiders coming out to Clash of Clans sponsored gear. But
Yeah,
it's
that
just
was
like I
bad.
don't know. Like it even though it was on the WrestleMania stage, it did not feel like a WrestleMania match. It just felt like a match that's like
Thank God for the New Day.
I think that
just
is
above a
because
TV
of
match, but like not a high tier PLE match. Is that kind of quality?
we can say definitively that is because of the War
It's
Raiders and not
not.
because of the New Day.
It's not. You're lying.
It is though. It is though. Unfortunately, they're not like a WrestleMania tag team. They never should have been champions.
They have the
like
look. They have the
it's
name.
okay for you to like them. Like they have their positive traits, but like I just feel like they were literally placeholders in like the worst way where they're just like, why are they even here? Like they haven't done anything to earn that. I don't feel.
Yeah.
And they're boring as fuck.
I disagree. But maybe one day they can turn you from a hater to a lover. Today might not be that day, but here's hoping for tomorrow.
Oh,
Do you have any thoughts? Any thoughts about this? Anybody else?
no.
Cool. Ratings? Hit me.
2.5 average.
Give it. Yeah, I'd give it a 2.
Yeah, see, because I'm gonna have to give this a 5.5-star match. Because
I need you to. I need whatever I need. Stop.
You want some?
Bro
No,
saw that
stop.
Clash of Clans and was like, yes.
I literally started pogging in my seat. I crinkled my toes and I was like, oh, this is what I need.
That's just crazy.
I
couldn't believe that they did that. Don't they have shame?
I see, like when again. So this is what I'm talking about. So when I talk about poisoning the well, that's what it was. I looked at it and I just knew. I'm sitting in the couch in front of Rob, He's behind me, and he wasn't looking, but I just knew. I did like the dog meme where he's got his eyes closed in the sun. I knew that he was going to say something, and I just held my breath, and all I hear is, "What the fuck is that?" Shitty ass armor.
Oh my gosh.
No, no.
Uh,
So yeah, I'm 2.5. Our next match here, which I will say, out of all of the, what do you call them? Like, I don't know, like the UFC video packages. They basically got them for the WrestleMania. It was like the best one of the night, probably. No, I
whoa,
will say
no
no.
way.
The one at the end, the second best
Don't say it
video
yet. Don't
build
say
up
it yet.
was the Jade Cargill Naomi match.
Oh yeah, dude. That oh my god. Oh my god. That match was so good, man.
I was about to say, it's like, I forget who I was talking to about this, but there are like certain matches that just, like, the way that you structure like a card for wrestling is that, like, there are just inevitably going to be certain matches that are like cold for people. It's going to like cool them down. So,
Yeah.
for certain people, it was the War Raiders and the New Day. Later on, maybe, Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair for some others. But the match immediately after something that's cold is going to be something that gets the people going, gets people super excited. And I will say, for our like little room, everybody was pretty low on the tag match, but they were super high on this Jade Cargill and Naomi match. Everybody was super invested. I saw everybody was at least 75%. They were looking at the ladies on the screen. I will say,
Have some respect.
a little
Careful.
bit of goonery was happening.
Have some respect right now
There
for
was
those
No
two.
goonery.
Those are some peak athletes, and you're relegating
Hold
this.
up. Remember
to
20
gooner
minutes ago
talk?
we were talking about the sexualization of women's wrestlers? How many times did we hear, "There's areola"?
All right, listen. That was a certain someone who has issues.
I'm pretty sure I heard
Yeah.
you say it at least once. I thought I heard you say, "There's nipple."
Who?
You definitely.
No, I
You definitely.
never
Hold on. You
said
definitely
that.
said the
That's
word pasties.
wild.
You said
That's
the word
wild.
pasties.
No, I don't want to say his name. That person
Say his
was
name and
doing that, and
he
I was like, bro,
appears.
relax. That's all. That's all you heard. I was telling him to relax a little bit because, dude,
He said, "Put it
because
away.
it is
Put it away."
first of all, it is known. I'm high on both these people. They're fantastic wrestlers. Naomi, it is unfortunate she loses all the time,
Yeah.
but it was nice to see her at least treated with some respect that she deserves in the ring by an opponent who is strong and by proxy makes her look strong by putting on a great match. And that's what this was. Jade Cargill is going to be a future champion. Like, it's only a matter of time. And Naomi is, like, honestly, to me, like, one of the most exciting women, like, in the company. So,
I mean, I
I
do
don't know,
enjoy
man.
her
It
new
was
look.
great.
I like the caution
It
tape
was
look.
great. And I do too, actually. It's, like, kind of refreshing. I like her as a heel. I think it's, like, a new dimension. Like, I think she was good already, but, like, I get to a certain extent her character was, like,
Yeah.
maybe bland to some people. So, like, this is a good swerve.
She actually made
So,
it work. Like, I thought it was going to be really cringe, like having
Yes.
like the SmackDown or the Raw before. She came out in like a caution taped like jacket, like it was just all that. I thought it was going to be really like mid, but no, she managed to pull it off, and her gear was cool. The match itself was also really cool. We got all the classic Naomi moves and all that. And
She did
Jade
some
is
great
always
acting
good.
too. She did some great acting too that deserves praise.
Yeah,
Naomi did leading up to it.
Jade Cargill is still relatively new. She was doing a lot of power moves, and I think that
Yeah.
suits her.
I
As
will.
she
Can I say
continues.
something? Can I
Yeah, go
say
ahead.
something? I don't think Jade's like. I don't think she's a good wrestler. Like she's
Oh
like
my
got the
god.
look in presentation, but Naomi kind of carried her in that match.
She does, but I think it's specifically because of the way her moveset is set up. She's not really doing anything too crazy. She's doing a lot of power moves. So it is very dependent on the person taking the moves to make Jade look dominant.
I just really wanted Naomi to win. I thought Naomi's whole transformation, acting, promo skills are just so much better. So in my eyes, she should have won. But I get it. Like Jade looks like a superstar, so they want her to win.
Yeah. Well, now that we're like living in the world where kayfabe doesn't exist, and now they are doing they're like basically showing you the writers' room, whatever that thing is on Netflix. I'm just basically believing every Twitter rumor I see. But one of the Twitter rumors was that Jade Cargill was supposed to like beat whoever to become like one of the champions. Either Tiffany Stratton or she was supposed to be. I think it was. I think I remember now. So Rhea was supposed to have like a 750-day like streak. She was like never supposed to lose the belt when she got
This
injured.
sounds fake. This sounds fake.
Who?
Rhea Ripley was supposed to have like a super long streak, and then when she got injured, they gave it to Liv. But like she was supposed to like have it the entire year, and she was gonna lose to Jade at WrestleMania.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
I mean, I don't know how. Obviously, we're here now in the reality. She got injured, so Liv Morgan, like apparently, like the thing was like Liv Morgan wasn't supposed to get that over. She was kind of just had the belt, and she was just gonna like lose it once she came back. But yeah, well, so like it's just one of them things. Like who knows what would happen if things just went a slightly different way, where we would have been Jade Cargill champion. But what are we giving this match?
5 stars.
I'll give it a 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it like a 3.5.
Actually, I'm gonna do 4.5 only because the build up. I think I wasn't crazy about the build up at certain parts because I thought Bianca's like the way she like kind of skirted out of it. Felt weird.
You would think like
odd.
you'd like tried to like end a friendship, and like Jade too. Like I don't know, you think like if this chick kind of like went out of your way to injure you, so then she can like sneak in and try and be friends with your like bestie or whatever. I don't know. It's just kind of like she exited that equation to enter that triple threat real quick, which I don't know.
I'm gonna give it 5 stars anyway.
I don't know. I don't know if history looks back favorably on that match. It says 5 stars.
What? No, it was good.
That's like I don't know. Like for the movie pod, I haven't given anything out for 5 stars yet. I am saving it for like a movie that moves me emotionally. And you're just throwing out your first 5 star. It really moved you to what?
Yeah, I was excited the whole time. I was on my feet.
I know you were.
It was a great match.
Okay, fine.
What more can I ask?
You wanna if that's how you want your legacy to go down.
Hold on. Let me explain it.
You want to be the guy
as a first match of a rivalry. It's great. What they do with it from here, that could hurt it with time, like in history. But like if they do something with it, I think it's great. I thought it was a great match.
Now here's a question that might just seem insignificant. What match to you felt longer, the tag team match or the Jade Cargill match?
Jade Cargill match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That match is only longer by 5 seconds.
All right, so I was right.
Yeah, I just didn't know. Like, sometimes if something like if you think something sucks, it lasts a lot longer than you think it does. Versus when you like when you're really into a match, like it seems like it goes by really quick because you're so into it. I didn't know if that was gonna be one of the things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I felt like they were pretty similar.
Yeah,
lengthwise.
Yeah. Moving on. Our next match of the evening, night 1, Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight for the United States Championship match. Where was I for this?
You were shitting.
I was about to say because I actually don't remember anything about this match. Like I'm
not gonna lie, neither do I. I don't remember.
I saw a picture of Jacob Fatu holding the U.S. belt, and I was like, "Wow, he is a champion." Okay.
No, I remember one Samoan drop, and I think I remember LA Knight's.
Yeah, because he rolled in on the. Did he roll in on the Bentley or the?
Car with the car, yeah.
Yeah, I forget which one. It
Yeah.
might have been like a
It
Maserati.
was honestly, it was a little bit not his best entrance.
You kind of hated it, but like when the window went down and he was making the goofy face, I kind of liked it.
I love LA Knight though. I'm like um
Yeah,
the storyline with or not storyline, but him being like sort of a placeholder champion. I think it's good that he lost because I think it's time for him to do something
he needs to
like
beat
more
Jey Uso for the belt.
substantial. I don't even know about that. Just something more substantial. He just needs something more.
Yeah,
Like the United States thing is a little played out, and I think Fatu will bring a good angle. And honestly, I just think like the United States belt should be for guys like establishing themselves, and like he's pretty established at this point.
Logan Paul needs it again.
No.
So true because he sucks, and he
No,
needs to
that's not true.
establish.
That's not
himself.
true.
Yeah.
So a thought that I had that popped up is that Shinsuke gave up the belt. He lost to LA Knight because his like brother died, right? That was like the
Yeah.
and then he just shows up on SmackDown for the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial Royale like a month and a half later.
Yeah, it was weird.
He could have just like kept it. I don't know. He could have just kept it, took the time off, and then just had like a match with Randy at Mania.
I don't know. Who knows? Who can say? Who can say?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the reason he dropped it makes sense.
No, yeah. Like I understand that absolutely.
And I think if anybody's going to be the placeholder, LA Knight's fine. Like he had an established run, and he's a good champion. So like,
Remember when we said he needed?
I don't know. I was fine with everything. I was fine with everything about it.
So yeah, again back to the match. I hate to say it. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just kind of don't remember that much
You know
about
what
the
sucks?
match.
You know what sucks?
What?
This was a good match too, and
Is
like
it?
it's kind of in a spot where because I think the Tiffany and Charlotte match was after this.
That's not true.
Yeah. Wait, it wasn't?
Was,
It was El Grande Americano and Ray Phoenix.
oh,
That's
see, that's what I'm
why.
talking-
That's why I don't remember.
Yeah.
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 So it was just in a bad place. If this match was before the main event, people wouldn't remember it more because the match was actually really good. LA Knight did this crazy BFT where Jacob Fatu did like a moonsault and he caught him and did his finisher.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this match is actually pretty good. It's like an underrated gem.
Yeah. A real grap match. Would you say? Real
I
grap
would say so.
certified match?
I would rate it higher than the Jey Uso and because I was paying attention the entire time. I was like, this is a fucking banger, man.
Whoa. So I mean, what would you rate it?
But this isn't the real graphs match. I'd give it a 4.2, like 4.2. You know,
Whoa. I'm gonna give it nothing. Like if not nothing is in zero, as in nothing is in like NA. Like I just don't remember it to respectfully give it a call. Give it a sticker.
I am gonna give it 3 stars.
3
I
stars.
do remember it enough, but I don't remember. I thought it was just like part of what was taken away from it is I knew Fatu, and I was like fine with that decision, but like I was like not invested at all. Like I just it took me out of it a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. So as we were saying, El Grande Americano had the next match, took on Ray Phoenix, who is replacing Rey Mysterio, who did fuck up his body. Is that right? He's actually injured, or is he not? Is he?
Yeah,
were you mad
he's
that
hurt.
Dragon Lee didn't get the spot, Jimmy? Were you upset?
Low key, because it would have made sense. Because
You know why?
Dragon
You
Lee's
know
in the-
why? Because Dragon Lee has no personality. He's just a blank slate with the mask on.
Yeah. So
He's not charismatic. Not good on the mic.
he
can just
is
fly
your
around.
speed champion. Watch your
And
mouth.
Ray Phoenix is 100 times better.
He's a little bit taller. That's all he's got.
No, he's got a personality.
He was great, man.
He's got a personality. He's first of all, he's a better wrestler. Ray Phoenix is a better wrestler than Dragon Lee. He's got more personality. He's got more charisma. He's got a better entrance. Like there's nothing. Dragon Lee is like the Timu version of Ray Phoenix.
I am at a loss for words. I am appalled. Um, I just don't understand why you hate Dragon Lee so much because I have
Because
you on
he's not
recording.
good.
I have
He's
you on recording cheering for Dragon Lee.
because I was trying to make you happy. You were depressed.
That's not true. That's not true. I have him
You were
cheering
like,
for Dragon Lee.
you were sad. You were like, nobody ever cheers for this guy, and I was like, all right, buddy, here you go. It was
That's
like a Make a Wish kid. I was like John Cena that day, making
you're
wishes come
actually
true.
you're actually lying in front of our audience right now. And lying to me is one thing. Lying to the fans is what drives me up a wall. You know what grinds my gears?
Dragon Lee should really be in NXT. Like, I don't think he's ready for the main roster. He doesn't do
That's
anything. He just stands
crazy.
around.
That's so crazy. He's your speed champ. He's your
Okay,
speed
cool. You can be in NXT and be the speed champ.
champ. That's true. So Rook is the women's speed champ. Anyway, the actual match itself. Ray Phoenix is replacing Rey Mysterio, who did get injured. But unfortunately, El Grande Americano will not be denied. He gets his win at WrestleMania. One of the hottest up and coming superstars. I can't wait to see where he goes from here. I actually heard that he might be having a match with Chad Gable soon.
I was just about to say I would love to see him face Chad Gable.
Yeah.
That'd be a good match.
Would be a great match.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they keep being connected. Like they keep showing up almost at the same time, and I feel like they're teasing it.
I've never seen them at the same place, but I really can't wait for that face to face.
Yeah, I think they're building up to it.
I do enjoy.
No, you did. No, you did remember in this. You did see them in this. Because remember when?
Oh yes. Well, they they didn't really. They he looked at him. He looked at him from 20 feet away. I don't really think that counts.
They haven't had that confrontation yet, like that big confrontation. It's all teaser, you know. And I'm ready for the.
But it was like that Raw, and they were like, "Oh, Chad Gable, you're Grande Americano," and then they were putting Americano in handcuffs. Yeah, that really wasn't. I want more. I want more. It's like Batman and some other superhero that barely interact. You know,
Green Arrow. No, they interact a lot actually.
Do they actually?
Deadpool. Deadpool's a different universe.
Yeah, but see, it's so rare. You want to see it?
Batman and Swamp Thing. How about that?
Sure. So yeah, the actual we're beating around the bush here, but 7 minutes and 55 seconds this match, and it was an amazing match. I really enjoyed this match.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I kind of thought that the Jade Cargill thing was going to be like. You're going to think it was a super short match, but
can we talk about how Vikingo Del Rio attacked Americano before?
So I guess we can talk about that as well. So WWE, the lead in for this match was that WWE had bought AAA. Then they showed El Hijo de Vikingo, which is somebody that we talked about previously in the podcast when we talked about the Wrestling Observer News Award Letter Award Spectacular.
Real ball
so apparently El Hijo de Vikingo is pretty popular for whatever. But one of the funny bits was that Alberto Del Rio is back in the WWE. But
he's not.
I was about to say that they made him leave. He was their champion, right?
Wait, was that fake?
I don't think.
I'm pretty sure that was a real tweet. Well, see, that's the thing. I kind of just believe every wrestling tweet I see right now. So
I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not their source. I'm not the guy to listen to, but
Alberto El Patron.
But I thought that match was great, and I think El Grande America. I thought his entrance was really good, and it's building up to the downfall, which will be very, very sweet. I like that. I like that they're building him up to tear him.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at. You know that Variety follows Alberto Del Rio?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what to do with that information, but I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Well, I was trying to look at the dude's Twitter because I thought he was going to say something.
I don't think he got released. You could just Google it.
Yeah, but I don't want to Google. I'm just gonna
Ask
whatever.
Grok or whatever the fuck.
Grok Lesnar.
Grok. I love when I go into the replies and
Dude,
the fucking idiots are asking him like the most simple of
I
questions. Like,
hate that because they're all.
what is this? Grok, what is this?
Grok, what's 2 plus 2?
Grok, is this Gok? Is this true?
Yeah, Grok, is this true?
Grok, what
And
movie
it's
is
the
this?
craziest part about it is that it'll be like under a video of whatever, and then it's 5 different people asking Cock the same question.
Yeah.
Dude, the funniest is it's like a well-known movie, a clip from a well-known movie. So like Jack Sparrow,
Cock,
and
what
then
movie
they're
is
like,
this?
Grok, what movie is this? And Grok will get it wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate AI.
This is Robin Hood.
Yeah. And
This is Snow White and the Huntsman.
Yeah, and it's literally like a clip of like The Office.
Yeah.
What the match was good. The match was really good. I really like this match.
Yeah.
I'm
It was
glad
good.
that we are now like we're past like the wokeisms of 2020, and we now let wrestlers use the flying headbutt again. CTE is not real. Fauci, you can suck it. Fake CTE, baby. We're going all the way. Chad Gable, suicide by cop, 2027.
Shut up. Yeah, that's so messed up.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the match. I don't know. I have nothing more to say about it. It was good. El Grande.
Yeah,
I think I don't
I'd
say
give it a
enough on the
3.
pod when I really say 2.
I'd give it a 3. I'd give it a 3.
3?
I was gonna give it a 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to throw it a 4. I thought it was really good. It was banger.
I'll go 3.5 just so I'm not the same as Jimmy.
Okay.
God. Yeah, so we got
other ratings. 3 is still good. Like 2 is average.
Yeah, 3 is good.
Yeah.
2.5 is average, not 2.
I thought it was 2.
2 is. I mean, what's half of 5? 2.5.
Yeah.
2 is subpar.
Nah, maybe to you.
Yeah,
Maybe
to me it is.
Dude doesn't know. Dude doesn't know about starflation. The wrestlers are gonna get mad at you if you fucking give him a 2.5. You got to give him a 3 to make him happy with you at least.
I don't care.
They'll kill
Fuck
you.
Seth Rollins.
They'll kill you.
I'll beat him up. I swear. I would beat him up. I believe it. I believe I could.
I believe in Joe Hendry. The next match number 6 of night 1, for the women's WWE Championship, Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. 19 minutes and 5 seconds. And this is where I safely say that I tapped the fuck out and I literally left the room, left the house that we were in, and I went and got ice cream.
With me.
Abner went, yes, me and Abner left.
So I was the only one who saw it.
Yep.
Yeah,
well, we saw like the first.
We saw the entrances, and then we saw like the first like 2 minutes, and I was like, "This is ass," and I left. So my star rating is a 1.
Well, I can tell you, you didn't miss anything. This match, I don't even really want to talk. It was that bad. I think Charlotte Flair just like is bad at her job. Like, I don't mean to be a dick. Like, I don't like that people like beat her and shit. But like, she is just not good at her job. Seems like so. Like, it's kind of easy to not like her. Tiffany Stratton, I love, and it's saying a lot. This was like by far the worst Tiffany Stratton match I've ever seen.
Would you say that Charlotte was sandbagging her?
Yes, I would.
Absolutely.
I sensed it from the first moment.
She was going into business for herself plenty of times. And I think the only memorable thing about the match is Tiffany Stratton's teeth were like all.
Yeah.
But then like that turned out to be nothing.
But it wasn't. So.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. It sucked. I'm glad Tiffany won because that would have been a fucking disaster.
Yeah, I will say they the Tony Hinchcliffe like roast of WrestleMania or whatever. I don't know if you guys have been keeping track of that at all. There's been like a couple clips that have leaked about it. but apparently like everybody got pissed off at each other, and they would just like tell like they would just like make fun of them to their face, and under like they basically just started like insulting each other. Like it was supposed to be like kind of like haha like this is a joke kind of thing, and then it went very quickly into like Nia Jax was like, "Yo, Charlotte, you fucking suck." Like it went into that territory very fast.
Wait,
That
Nia
whole
Jax
thing was a
said
bad
that?
idea.
Apparently, Nia Jax like ripped into Charlotte about like the ex-husbands, like nobody likes her, like all this shit.
I mean, she doesn't have to say it in that way, even though it's true.
Well, it's one of them things where it's like it was yeah, people got offended very quickly. I think Paul Heyman started saying some shit about Mexicans, like
That's
that
funny.
ass. Like there was some like clip of him like we got to deport this guy type beat.
I think that was a bad idea to begin with, and
It's
I
a
think
very
Tony
bad
Hinchcliffe-
idea because these people are literally all these people need to do. There's nothing better. There's nothing more dangerous in the hands of a live mic than a wrestler that's been pissed off. Karrion Kross just recently just went off on a fucking little tangent. CM Punk, the pipe bomb, very well known. Jim Cornette making his post wrestling career basically off of just being angry and having a live mic in front of his mouth. Never good. I don't know why they thought TKO thought this was probably going to be good. They should do that with the
Tony Hin-
wrestlers, not the wrestlers. They should do
Tony-
that with the UFC fighters after a card. Bring them in and make them
Tony
ask
Hin-
questions.
Tony Hinchcliffe is unfunny and a hack, and Shane Gillis has carried his career. And it's anybody could sit and watch a bunch of amateurs do comedy. Literally anybody could do that. So he had a great idea for a show or whatever. He's a. They should have never.
Rob's part Puerto Rican.
No, I just don't like him. I never did.
You didn't. I was referencing when he called Puerto Rico a trash island.
Yeah. Every clip of his show that's funny is somebody else.
Other people.
You know what's fun? You know what I hate about his show? That like some of the regulars are just not funny.
Yeah.
I haven't
that's
watched
the
a
worst.
single episode.
Yeah, the
There's
people he
one
quote
guy-
unquote brings back.
Yeah, like Hans Kim, I don't find him funny at all. He's like their opener, and I'm like, this guy is not funny.
Is this like
What
a
is so
show?
funny? Yeah, Kill Tony. You've never heard of it?
No.
Your show.
Is it like a
under-
podcast,
under a
or-
while.
Yeah, it's a podcast, but it's like a
Okay.
live comedy
I
show.
thought he
on
had like a
Netflix
Netflix
now.
thing. Yeah.
It just
He does. It's
started.
the same thing. It's
Okay.
the same thing.
I'm sorry. We have a podcast.
Yeah,
It's
you're
called The Real
you're a
Grandest.
fool, Jim. You're an absolute fool.
I want the viewers to watch our podcast. Speaking of, make sure to watch Lupo's Cinema Symposium, our movie pod. Anyway, yeah, what are we giving this? What are we giving this? Are we
doing
not
the
giving this
follow-on?
match ratings?
Which match was it?
One.
Charlotte and Stratton.
Oh my God, 0.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No,
give this
no,
an-
no.
an-
0.5
an-
just because Tiffany won, which was the right.
an actual like legitimately like bad match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess sorry, what?
Nothing redeemable about it.
Yeah. Final thoughts before we move on.
Move
No.
on.
Okay. Our main event of the evening, a triple threat match spanning 32 minutes and 55 seconds. Seth Rollins, CM Punk with the accompaniment of Paul Heyman and Roman freaking Reigns. They had a match. There was storytelling. There was flair. There was blood, sweat, and tears. Men cried. Children died. And in the end...
No children died.
No children died. And in the end...
My inner child died.
Yes. Paul Heyman not only betrayed CM Punk, not only betrayed everything that he ever knew and loved, he betrayed the one true chief, Roman Reigns, and helped Seth Rollins get the W. Now, moment of silence Thank
For
you.
what?
Abner's soul.
Tribal Chief.
We had a bet. Who wants to
No,
describe the bet we had?
We did not have a bet. It
The
was a
custody
bet
of
between
Noel
your friends.
match.
It was two people that aren't here.
Yeah, the hard to hear who say they're wrestling themes, but they never do the podcast.
Yeah, so
Brian and
true.
Noel, they did a bet that if Seth Rock, because Brian Noel hates The Rock and loves CM Punk, so Brian made a bet that if Seth Rollins won, that Noel had to get a Final Balls T-shirt, and he has to, and I think the other part of the bet is that Brian has to record him saying that the People's Championship belt is a real belt. And they all got all mad at Roman Reigns. And I'm like, bro, you're the one who made the bet. It was kind of the writing was on the wall.
Yeah, it was.
What was going to
It was
happen?
very obvious. Actually,
Yeah.
another thing I predicted weeks ago. Not on record though, unfortunately, because we couldn't get our pod. But
Yeah,
I did say this right before WrestleMania. I thought.
So yeah, we had a very interesting and a very amazing match. I was very storyline wise, I was on the edge of my seat. I was very invested because personally, I wanted CM Punk to win.
Yeah, me too.
I've referenced a little bit ago about one of the hype packages for like the Jade Cargill match. There was
shit
one
had me-
specifically, that CM Punk had. They referenced the old theme song. It was fucking awesome.
Bro,
And
I
it
was doing
really-
that pro hard today. I was like, wrestling is my addiction.
I will watch that like literally probably 10 times the next morning and like 20 times this week. And then like I was listening to the song. Man, that shit got me. I was so high. Just a shame that he didn't win. You can't show us that and then he loses.
Yeah.
But like it definitely did its job. It fucking got me hyped up, bro.
He had Living Color come out, which I mean, if I'm also gonna say it, not really a big fan of live music. I could have done without Living Color, but I guess it does add to the
wild. You're wild.
I guess it does
agree
add
with
to
you.
the pomp and circumstance of WrestleMania, though.
I agree with you. Normally, like when anybody else does it, it's like usually pretty mid. But I think Living Color is always good. I don't know why, but they always are good.
Who came out? Who was the other one?
His entrance was actually awesome.
Was it Rhea Ripley that came out to
last year? Last year.
Yeah, that was like
who was this year?
no, you know who was good? Damian Priest was good.
Damian Priest was the dude from Slayer.
That was actually better than his regular entrance.
That was better than anything he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll get to that.
Yeah,
a little bit. But this match. I'm just gonna come out and say it.
Yeah, go ahead.
5 stars.
Ooh.
Let it sit there.
So like I liked the entrances were all good except for Seth Rollins as all.
You didn't. No. No, I can understand
the flamethrower was a bit much. I like his song, but his flamethrower was.
But you're telling me when he then changed and the lights were all on him and he looked like he was Jesus. That
I think that was dumb.
I think you're alone on this one, Robbie. I thought it was a cool entrance.
No, that's okay. I'll be the Lone Ranger.
I'm pretty sure when it happened live, you were like, "This is Aura."
No, I literally didn't.
No,
I said I didn't like it. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Then maybe
I didn't like the flamethrower. I thought that was corny. Like CM Punk and Roman Reigns, they don't need all that. They just have aura, bro, and they just came out and they fucking did their thing. And, 5-star entrances. That was great. Seth Rollins like pretty mid. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was obviously just, but it was not anything that crazy. I like the other ones better. But the and then the angle. I loved the angle. Obviously, I think they made the right decision. I think Seth Rollins was Paul Heyman's.
You're cutting out.
Oh.
I was never going to tell you. I had to make sure somebody.
I enjoy doing that. It wasn't. It wasn't that bad. You can pick up what he was saying, but if you want to fix your mic now, real quick. How
about now?
Go to our latest spot. Yep.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
You're good.
Okay.
Keep it pushing.
Yeah, I mean, I like the angle. They made the right decision. But the match itself, I I don't know. I mean, it was very good. I don't know that was 5-star match though.
Yeah, I kind of just wanted to say it. I don't really. It might have been like a 4.25. I was just kind of saying it.
I just feel like they didn't necessarily. I get that it was like the whole best friend angle, and maybe they'll do something with it. They didn't necessarily justify why, because he really didn't need to be. Except to add a little more uncertainty to like who Paul Heyman was going to side with, but like, I just felt like the betrayal of Punk didn't feel as strong because we've seen Paul Heyman betray him already, and it wasn't like reestablished. The only one that really felt substantial was him betraying Roman.
Jimmy, what did you think of the match?
All right, 3, 2, 1. We're back. I thought the match was really, really good. I do enjoy them referencing the Shield chair, the mythical, the legendary Shield chair. Now that's like a thing. Um, Other than that, like the actual triple threat itself was good. Like everybody had their moment. Everybody had their like moment where it was like Seth and Punk, and then it was Seth and Roman, or it was Punk and Roman, or you know what I mean. Like everybody had their moment to like fight each other, get all of their bad blood out on each other. Roman delivers good spears. I enjoyed that. Everybody started like doing like I enjoy when everybody like at that point in a match where everybody just starts using each other's finishers on each other. Like everybody was just hitting everybody with everything. That was cool. And then obviously the big meat and potatoes was the story heavy significance of Paul Heyman. Um, just really like, really good character work. It's one thing to hit a dude in the balls, but when you're really gonna screw over your main like day one guy, when you hit him in the balls, you just shake your fist up in his gooch to really know I'm backstabbing you. They don't teach that anymore. That's old school. And I love it. Um yeah, dare I say industry defining moment.
Um, my thoughts on the match was I'd give it a 4.75. I think this is the real Graps match of the night. Um, but yeah, I thought it was a great match. I thought everything was fine. It was great storytelling. The Paul Heyman shit. Paul Heyman's a slime ball. All right, slime ball does this to everyone. So watch out, Seth. He's gonna do it to you eventually too.
Yeah.
Um, the faction, whatever they're gonna do, I can't wait for that. It sounds good. They have Braun Breaker in it now. Um, I want to see a story arc of Roman just being alone. Like I want to see how he's gonna be like that because his for the last 5 years he's been with the bloodline, and Paul Heyman was the last part of the bloodline that had to leave for him to be like a character by himself. He'd be a part timer because like that's like his thing. Like he's a part timer, but I think I think for uh I think for his character develop into like maybe a good guy or not even a good guy, but like an anti-hero, kind of like not Stone Cold, but like kind of like a character that's not good or bad, but he usually will side with good. I think he has to grow as a character, so I'm excited for that. Seth, I'm excited with Seth's character because Paul Heyman being with them actually adds a dimension to it. Maybe they can do something with early, like how Triple H had Ric Flair, um, early in his like the early 2000s. Maybe they can do something with that. Maybe they can do like Shield 2.0 or something. Who knows? And then for CM Punk, I'm happy he finally got the main event Mania. Long overdue. Should have happened. Should have happened in WrestleMania 29. It should have been the triple threat between him, Rock, and Cena. But God forbid he got the main event. I thought it was cool. They might do a thing with him and Roman teaming up to take on Seth and Paul Heyman. We'll see. But yeah, and I mean, for CM Punk, there's really nothing else more he can do than what he's doing now. Like, there's really no character development in my eyes because he's already like the perfect character in on screen. Like, he doesn't really need to grow, if that makes sense. He's already there. So all he has
Seth
to do
Rollins
is
is the perfect character.
no, I said CM Punk.
Oh! I'm sorry. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, like I think CM Punk's the perfect character. Like there's stuff he can like the only thing he has left to do, like there's no development of your character, it's just accomplishments now. So I mean you can grow it that way, but like he still to me he still has to win a rumble. Like not still, but like he can still win the rumble. He still can win the title in a main event. That's really about it. Because he's done everything else.
I was saying I would love for him to win the Money in the Bank, um, and be the one to retire Cena. I think that would be
That'd be
very
cool too, yeah. But I don't think Cena will get retired by him. I think Cena is
yeah, probably not.
I feel like it's going to be either Cody or someone younger.
Yeah, I agree. Cody, I could definitely see.
But yeah, like that was my thoughts on the match. The match was good, but like and oh my god, this third baseman sucks.
And the one thing
Like
I didn't like was the finish where Punk, I think, GTS Rollins, Reigns speared Punk, I think, and then
yeah, that's not the I didn't like
Rollins,
that
yeah,
either.
and because like once you're GTS, like how do you have the energy to do it? Like, it's not like he has an easy. It's not like Shawn Michaels doing a to hit the last of his energy. Like the stomp is like a whole thing. It didn't look right to me at all.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like to me, I don't like when people don't sell moves in general.
Yes.
So like to me it just feels like it's choreographed. Like they like plan to do that, but it doesn't feel like the reason why I like CM Punk and his matches are because all the stuff he does, it feels natural. Like it comes along. Like it's like watching him wrestle again, watching his promos again. Like it's made me like him even more. Like I used to hate on him when he was in AEW and like during his whole like going away. But ever since he's come back, I'm like, all right, you pulled me back in. So for me, it's always been like he always makes everything look too natural, like too like it just comes. Like it's
Yeah.
supposed to look like like to me, wrestling's not supposed to look perfect. It's supposed to look like people are in a fight and like they're struggling. And he wrestles, he does that. So
Yeah.
um, so yeah, like yeah, that I didn't like. That's probably a Seth thing. Seth would do that shit.
Yeah, I agree. Corny ass Seth.
Yeah. You think Jimmy? Did you give your star rating, Jimmy?
Oh wait, I didn't. I say 4 stars.
I said 4.5. I said 5 as a meme. Trying to clip farm, trying to aura farm. But yeah, 4.5 stars.
As like the big Punk main event, I do think it was like just a tad bit.
DEI.
I almost hesitate to say no, underwhelming.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I almost feel like it felt like I don't know. It felt like they could have. I don't know. I don't know because it was a great. It's just like feels like a missed opportunity at the same time. Well, like so, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's that I don't know. That's how it felt.
Yeah. So yeah, as a whole for night one, yeah, like so yeah, it for some people, for the punkers, for the punk fans, or even the Roman guys, not the way you wanted to end the match. But if you were a Seth guy, or if you just wanted CM Punk to lose, like our friend Bry, it was a very good night. Joyous moments were had. A person may have had to order a final boss shirt that they didn't want to.
You all
I
right?
well,
What?
I don't know. Anyway, I ended the night feeling pretty.
Did you just choke or something? What was that?
Oh, I thought
He
you were gonna
poked his
say
pants.
something. Anyway, uh, WrestleMania. night one happened, and I thought it was pretty fun. And overall, I thought it was pretty good. But maybe it was because I
It
was
was
surrounded by my
pretty good. It
friends.
was pretty
It was
good.
really good. It was really good. I liked when they hit each other with chill. Remember Shield Chill? Shield
Can we just
Chill?
talk about how Seth Rollins' whole character is just how do I screw over Roman today?
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
it's ironic. The guy who wanted to break up the Shield is the one who cannot move on. Shield. It's his whole character still.
Good.
It's all he has.
I am still
Fuck Seth Rollins.
harangued by Roman getting shoved down my throat back in 2017. So I'm kind of still like I'm like good. Like fuck this guy. I hope he loses more.
I hope the Viking Raiders
Losing
can.
streak
I hope the
Roman
War
incoming.
Raiders.
Losing streak Roman incoming.
That would be good for his character development. I would like
It
that.
should. Get Kurt Hawkins back in here. Have Kurt
Okay, let's
Hawkins
stop.
beat this man clean.
Stop it right now. I think Roman should lose to Braun Breaker clean to push him.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, so what are your guys' overall thoughts on night one?
Pretty decent night. There was a couple of duds of matches. We're looking at you, War Raiders, but not bad. It's a wrestling. It's a pretty good. Wasn't terrible.
I thought it was good also. Solid.
WrestleMania night 2, Electric Boogaloo. I'll say it now. A little bit of a letdown. But that's more
Big
of a
letdown.
main event thing than anything. What did you guys think of it going in? So the first night, we were all gathered. And I was under the impression we were all going to be gathered again for night 2, but I learned otherwise. What did you guys think?
Of night 2?
Yeah.
I thought night 2 had a solid undercard, but the main event ruined it.
Yeah.
For me personally.
I was underwhelmed from beginning to end.
Really?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Hmm.
Except for the first match I thought was.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was another I liked, but I don't know. Overall, I just felt.
All right. Well, we'll get into it by starting with the opening match. Io Sky triple threat: Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Io defying all of the haters, beating all of the odds, and unexpectedly retaining her belt. Io is still the champ. I'm gonna say I didn't expect that. I low-key thought that it was gonna be Rhea. And then I thought if it was going to be anybody else, it was going to be Bianca. I personally found the ending to be unexpected. Like it was a good opening triple threat. Going from the end of night 1, that triple threat versus this one, I don't know. I just felt like this one was more like move based, like it was more action heavy. The other one was more like a little bit of a slower pace and story was more important. Each are obviously good in their own way, but what did you guys think?
I thought this was the best match of the night.
Really?
Yeah. I'd go to solid 4.5 out of 5. It was a pretty good match to me.
I was watching it in the car, so I can't really say I have a huge impression of it, but I liked it, and I would give it a 3. And I thought it was good. I don't know if it's my favorite. I'm trying to remember what those were, but I did like it.
I will have to give the match a solid 3.5. Like it was a good match. I kind of just all I'm picturing right now is them doing jump rope for Bianca Belair's entrance. I just can't think of anything else. Them doing the jump rope. But yeah. Our next match in a Sin City street fight. Drew McIntyre fought Damian Priest. Damian Priest walked in with some aura. Drew McIntyre walked in with Clash of Clans inspired gear.
No, it was
No, he
Doom.
did it
It was
too.
It
Doom.
was Doom. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, it might as well have
which
been.
was
It was not that
which
cool.
was super corny for a guy who like his whole shit is based on like making fun of other people,
Yeah.
like
Not
setting
being.
himself up there, pretty much.
Yeah. You know, you gotta get your bag when you can. This match, I don't know. I thought that this match was going to be good. I was our roommate Ev, is like super. He like super hates everything about pro wrestling except for John Cena, and so like after the
What
first
a
Smart.
match,
cornball.
he like didn't. Yeah. He like didn't. He literally saw that it was the women's match, and he's like, "I'm not even watching this." So he popped back in when they were like doing the entrances. I'm like, "Dude, this is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be two big motherfuckers that just like beat each other up. You're gonna like it." And I don't know. It
No, you
was.
shouldn't have told him
Well, you
that.
know, you think Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest, like,
No, we've seen it already. It wasn't that good.
yeah, which is, you know,
I thought the match was good. I didn't think it was like crazy good, but it was better than like most of them. Like it was better than the main event. Let's put it that way.
I
I'm not gonna
think I
lie.
just hyped it up more than I personally hyped it up more than it was, so I felt a little disappointed.
It was
I
still a good match. It was like I would give it a
Yeah,
3. It wasn't
yeah,
terrible.
yeah. I was thinking of a more like a 4, and I was hit with a 3, so I was like,
I was
oh,
pretty open minded because I have grown to like Drew McIntyre more. I think he had a good. Damian Priest, I think, is very. He does do better against big guys. So like, I wasn't necessarily like I thought it would be a good match. But I felt like it wasn't. I felt like it was really boring, and I didn't think it was good at all. I think Drew carried Damian Priest the entire time, and I didn't really think like great either. So I would give it like probably a 1.
damn,
I really didn't
nobody.
Uh,
like it.
Oh, you didn't
I
like
did find it
the.
fun. I did find it funny when he took a selfie with
Yeah,
Damian
yeah.
Priest.
Yeah, bored at work
I didn't. I
again.
did not like that. I did not.
I thought it
You
was
know, like that. That
cute.
was hilarious.
His terminally online thing is like I get it.
Yeah.
Like do something. I don't know. Do something
You
else.
should
Have
go
something
even
more
more
to you.
deep. You should just start referencing 4chan.
But
You
just
know?
go on 4chan and start.
Yeah, you literally like there's a whole I mean like I've been a 4chaner before, but there's like a whole like there's like a
What?
pro wrestling board on there and like that would be kind of funny, low key. Like they say some of the worst things possible about these poor people. Um Anyway, so we have a. I really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed this next one. The Fatal 4-Way match: Dominic Mysterio, Braun Breaker, Finn Balor, and Penta. Unfortunately, my man, I'm gonna have to eat some fucking shit from Rob. Because my man Finn Balor kind of he looks mid. He looks mid.
Auraless, no
He
aura,
looks auraless. They're
free of
killing
aura.
him. I was talking to Rob in the car after we were done playing basketball one day, and I was like, "Dude, I think this guy is going to AEW." Like when I saw his
He
entrance,
just re-signed a 4-year deal.
did he actually?
Yeah,
And why
Oof,
does he look? Why does his
oof.
eyes
He
look dead
sucks.
inside?
I mean, he's been
Like
with the WWE for 10 years and he's like 40.
I
He's
Or he's like
thought,
stealing money.
I thought that he was
Stealing
literally
money.
like he has no energy in
he's
his
actually older. I think
eyes.
he's like 45 or something. Like he's old. Like he's not a young boy, so maybe like that's like his age is showing.
He's 43,
Yeah, like he's not a spry young chicken.
married to a Latina.
That's irrelevant.
Or
You guys shit on LA Knight for being old. I never hear he's a
Well, that's because
I've never shit
you
on LA Knight for being old.
somebody has. I don't remember.
I think we were talking about like we needed. We might have been like, oh, we need to like develop the up and comers like L.A. Knight. That's I think. Remember we were talking about how he should L.A. Knight should beat Logan Paul because L.A. Knight needs it to stay relevant. Back in the day,
I don't. I
months
don't know.
ago. Anyway, Dominic Mysterio won, defeating Braun Breaker. He will become the more famous Mysterio surpassing his father. This is just the first in
I
a
will
long line of
I
belts
will
for
say
him.
this: he's more charismatic and better on the mic than his dad. Just saying. Just my
Yeah,
thoughts.
he's also got he's got Liv on his side, but you can't go
I
wrong.
thought
You
this
can't go wrong
was
with that.
a great match, except for that one guy who's a real
Uh,
but everybody else was good. There's three like really cream of the crop wrestlers that are awesome, and it was a great match. And Dom winning is great. I love that choice.
yeah,
So, and I love
I
that he
think this
ran
match.
back in the ring after. That
yeah.
was cool.
He really said, I will not stop aura farming, and I will come back into the ring.
How that was done is how I wish they did Jey, because that's how it would have
Would have made
gotten
it seem
up it
organic.
deserved. Yeah.
Yeah. So what would you give the match?
Oh, 4.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It's a solid 4. Gets the people going.
Who's next?
Our next is our Randy Orton Open Challenge, who is answered by none other than the TNA champion, Joe Hendry. The match was 3 minutes, so there was not that much to work with. I wouldn't say it was definitely not a squash match.
No.
Joe Hendry had he put a couple
Yeah,
moves on
yeah,
Randy.
yeah. No, yeah, I
Uh,
think he did his finisher and everything.
yeah,
It's
like
just
I'm
he did.
saying, like he fucking hit him with it, and then uh, Joe Hendry goes to do the meme where he looks into the camera as it pans in, and as he does, Randy Orton just fucking RKO's him, and 1, 2, 3. That is the match. It was 3 minutes, and I honestly think that this was a perfect. This is just like a perfect situation. They really got out of a jam here because Kevin Owens was supposed to have a match, and it from the way that the time was supposed to work out, it seems like it was probably going to be like a 25-minute match. But I think this is just a perfect way to get out of it. Low key, 4.25 stars for what it was. It
Um,
was perfect.
I thought it was. I don't begrudge them because of the whole situation where they had to figure. But I thought it was mid
What?
meme. 2.5.
Who would you have had?
Yeah, I
I
wouldn't
just
have
don't.
given.
I just don't think it did anything for either guy. Like it was fine. It was. It was
No,
not like horrible, but
I
like
think
it
it
was
did
just
more
whatever.
for. I think it did more for TNA than Randy Orton because like they're champions on WrestleMania. That's like the first time that's ever happened.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I guess marketing wise, but I'm talking like I mean, as far as their characters, like it's not. It doesn't do anything. Like neither character will change after.
I don't know. Joe Hendry might be a
I
household
mean,
name.
something about Joe Hendry is whenever he loses to top guys in WWE. Like he's lost to Randy Orton, like he got eliminated by Roman Reigns. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. There's something to that. Oh, also, I mean, this is kind of a spoiler for Raw, but it already happened, so it doesn't matter. Rusev is back. Did Joe Hendry serve as their interpreter or wedding official? What was it?
I think he was like their lawyer in that
There
storyline.
you go. Yeah, so that's kind of cool to see. I thought that Joe Hendry was never in WWE before, so I'm the goof. Um, but yeah. Anyway, so our next match is the best match, the greatest match, some would say. Uh, Logan Paul, the Maverick, my
I'm not gonna
goat.
lie, this match sucked.
It did suck.
It was a fucking awesome match. And my dude continues his WrestleMania undefeated streak, beating
He
AJ
lost to Seth
Styles.
Rollins. He lost to Seth Rollins.
Yeah, okay, and
Just saying, he lost to Seth Rollins.
yeah, and then he won
Sort of
every
like,
match after that. Every match after that.
how I felt about Tiffany Stratton. I felt just like Logan Paul. I don't like him as a character. Cheap, like heat, and not really earned. But I think he's a good in-ring wrestler. I think this was like the worst I've ever seen him match.
Yeah, he
It
can't
was
give
bad.
steroids to AJ Styles. He kind of he
AJ
like
Styles, yeah, I'm on record. I don't like him either.
oh
He probably was great in TNA. Like I recognize that. Like he's trailblazer, all that. But like in WWE, what I've seen of him, overrated. And this match didn't help my opinion of it. And I think it was a 2.
no. That's all I gotta say about that. No, your rating is just simply wrong.
Okay.
I'd give it like a 2.
All right, well,
I
fuck
don't
both
like
of
this
you.
match.
It was 4.5 stars. You want to be like that?
Okay.
4.5 stars, balanced out.
You're a mark. You're a mark.
Okay, well
Yeah, you're fucking.
you're a Paul.
Heyman or Levesque?
London.
The Logan Paul Levesque era.
I can't wait to see him more. I hope he does that 6 camera cut that's actually only 3 cameras but
Oh,
double
dude, that
shots.
sucked. You're talking about the drone thing?
I
The
think
drone entrance?
I think it low key like I think it might have been by design.
That was awful. Oh my god, it was so bad. Oh, that might have been the worst part.
I I really liked the drone where he like had the drone camera and then he like gave it a kiss and flew it away and it did a circle and then went back into his hand. That was awesome. That was sexy. That was aura. I know
Why
we're
do you
throwing
like
that a
him?
word around liberally. Okay, everybody has
No, we're
aura.
Why are
not.
you a
You
fan
are.
of
You
him?
are by using
Why are
him.
you a fan of
We,
him?
as in, you guys are representatives of me as well. So when I say we, I mean you.
No, we're
Um,
not. Me and Abner use it the right way. You
no,
don't.
no, no, no.
CM Punk has aura. Uh, Roman Reigns has
Does
aura.
Tiffany Stratton have
That's what.
aura?
I didn't say that.
Not
Does
really.
she?
I didn't
Not
say that.
really.
If she doesn't, then no one does.
Okay. All
I
right.
think
Can we
aura
move
is the
on?
wrong word. I don't think that's
Can
what
we
aura.
move on? Please,
Okay.
Yeah,
let's move
let's
on
move
from
on.
this match. This match sucked.
Aura. Lyra Valkyria
No.
and Becky Lynch defeated Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez for the women's tag team champs. Just because they immediately reversed this on Raw the next day, this gets 0 stars from me because this was a completely fucking worthless match.
I disagree. That made me like it more. I found it initially underwhelming, and I was kind of with Becky Lynch. I didn't think she was like that. She didn't have a great match, and I like Lyra Valkyria. But I liked that they flip flopped it, and it led to a storyline. It led to an angle. Or we'll see if it leads to an angle. Looks but I would give it still because I was under 2.
Yeah. Abner, any thoughts? It was only 8
I'd,
minutes. It really wasn't that
I'd
long.
give it a. I'd give it a 2. That's really it. I have thoughts about Liv Morgan's outfit, but that's about it.
Yeah, we're not allowed to sexualize the wrestlers. That's bad. That's banned.
I
Banned
just
from the
thought. I just
podcast.
thought it was a good outfit. I just thought it was a good outfit. I
What
don't know
was good
why you
about
You
said
it?
talk about the
sexualized.
costuming,
What was good about
the
it?
Yeah.
pageantry,
What
bro.
about
Like,
the,
what is
the
It
wrong?
looked great.
pageantry? It
Why?
was lingerie.
Why would Jimmy? Let's just talk about how Jimmy assumed you were sexualizing her when you were just
Yeah.
talking about her
Oh,
costume.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you're a fashionista. What about the red
I'm just
lace?
saying he can
What about the
comment on that
red
if he
lace
wants.
panties and
It's
bra
part
that you
of.
like? What about it?
What? Jimmy,
It's-
that is absolutely disgusting of what you just said.
I'm sorry. I believe I was accurately describing the outfit that she was wearing. I'm
I don't
sorry.
think.
Maybe
I don't think.
maybe I'm
I
confused.
don't
Can you
think
describe what
did.
she was wearing for me then in fine detail since you like to focus on you wanted to make this
She
the
was
topic of
wearing her
conversation?
wrestling gear.
I think you're
And you just,
misrepresenting what he said.
yeah.
What did you say? I'm
I don't
sorry.
know
Go
what's
ahead.
wrong with you. You're a bigot. You're a
I'm a
bigot.
bigot. I'm a bigot.
I agree.
What am I bigoted on? What am I bigoted on?
All right,
I
let's
think
move on.
you're
Let's move on.
kind of. Well, yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's not. This will go in the after pod section. John Cena. John Cena for the undisputed WWE championship defeated Cody Rhodes by cheap shot to win the belt and ruin the hopes of everybody in wrestling We have a lot of thoughts as a collective about the way this occurred, how this match went, and the future looking forward, and the plans that may or may not have been from the past. TKO calling Ari Emanuel to sell some more Backlash tickets.
Ari Emanuel called The Rock, not TKO calling him. Calling Ari Emanuel.
See, we have a lot of thoughts.
That's not a thought. That's the fact. What do
See,
you?
he's getting so upset. I knew this topic. I knew I shouldn't have talked about this. We should have. I don't know. I'm gonna let you go off since you obviously are very passionate. You're very passionate about this. No need to scream at me. Okay.
You literally just said the wrong thing. That's why I'm saying something. You just said.
I know. You're so impassioned about this.
Okay, you know what? Whatever.
The match. Let's start with the match first. Okay, so the match itself. Maybe it's because I haven't seen a John Cena match in so long. It's like very obvious that he yaps in there more than I do.
Yeah, it was really bad. I didn't like that at all. It was really annoying.
He was like known for always doing that, but to just kind of see it back, like Cody Rhodes knows, like, I don't know, like, I understand that John Cena has tenure in wrestling. He's been wrestling for 20 years, and he knows how to work a crowd. But the one that I really remember was like when Cody Rhodes was just like, they were in like a hold. Like he had his one hand and he was like hitting him in the stomach with his other hand. And you just had, you like heard John go like, more. It's like, I think Cody Rhodes knows how to like progress in this situation, John. I don't know. Dude's only been the champ, carrying the company on his back for 3 years or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't like that. I didn't like the match. I didn't like basically anything about this except I'm in the minority. I did like the Travis Scott involvement. I think it made sense. Like for what I just think he took too long coming out. Like he messed up the momentum. But he's new to wrestling. Like I'm not. I think somebody should have prepped him before. Yeah, I just thought the match sucked. John Cena looked super washed. I didn't think he should have won. The promo on Raw kind of gave me a little hope that maybe, just maybe, they're going somewhere with this. That's somewhat interesting, but the looming cloud over everyone's. Why has he not even like referenced The Rock in any? And I don't feel like The Rock had to be there at all. I feel like what he's done so far is perfectly adequate for the story. I just feel like it's weird that John Cena has not mentioned him once. And in the whole build up to this, it would be one thing if the build up and the promos he was giving were good, but they were very, very hit or miss. Like some were pretty good and others were just terrible and like not getting the point across. And the evidence of that is during the match, like the fans are still cheering him. He has not sold himself heel to these people. And yes, the crowd was bad, but he's not invested enough in this, I don't feel. And I think the Monday Night Raw was steps in the right direction, but it doesn't feel like he is committing to this in a way that's adequate. And I think if he was going to do it this way, they just never should have done the same. And he should have just stayed a face. And yeah, that's what I think about it. I don't know.
Breaking news. The roast of WrestleMania audio has leaked.
Man, okay. I don't care.
I can't wait to listen to this. Apparently Sami Zayn gets involved. Oh my. I'm like clicking across. I'm sorry, I'm kind of distracted. I'm clicking across different parts of the video, and it like changes on who's speaking. Like R-Truth gets involved.
Bro, you could they announced who was going to be there beforehand. You could have just looked at that.
Yeah, but I have no context going in on this. Gabriel Iglesias. Who's that? Braun Strowman. I'm sorry. The match. Our friend Ev, was very happy that John Cena won because he just hates real graps. Also,
but he admitted he even admitted that the finish was bad.
Yeah.
And he loved John Cena.
Also, the Wikipedia said that this retired. So hold on, let me see the
Yes, it
past.
did. It retired the Universal title.
Yeah, there you go. I like the Universal title. Bring it back.
There's no point in it. There'd be 3 world titles then.
Good. I thought more belts was a good thing.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, this match sucked. Even the wrestling part was like okay, but the ending just made it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Cody should have been in charge of the match, in my opinion. I think he should have been calling the spots, but I guess they let John do it. We see how that works.
Well, usually you let the heel call the spots.
And he did a terrible job because he fucking sucks.
That's true.
When you really look at his rivalries, bro, like, never mind. I don't even want to like his whole career. He's had his hand by Vince McMahon, and like every rivalry, like the guy he goes against outshot. And to an extent, like I get that like by design, like partially like putting someone else over is like a skill, but like I don't like. I don't even know if I want to get into it today, man. I just don't think I think putting any sort of like. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I suspect he's involved in a lot of the creative right now for his character, and I don't think he should be trusted with it, because I think Vince McMahon has held his hand his entire career, and I think like this whole build on this character of ignoring like what was like a wonky but like it made sense like storyline with The Rock where he's selling his soul and all that, and like it's very like silly, but it's like that's wrestling. To like instead John Cena wants to be like oh actually I hate the fans and it's because you said I can't wrestle 10 years now I'm like that. I Nobody is buying that, bro. Like it's just not a good angle. Um, and again, Monday was a good step in the right direction, I think. But this whole thing is a fucking disaster. The build up to this WrestleMania, I felt like they had so much momentum, and they killed a lot of the momentum they had as a company with that match. And even people saying it's bad on purpose and shit like I could understand that, but like not the time to do that. You know, main event night 2 of WrestleMania. If you're gonna do that, put it at night 1. I don't know. Anyway, that's all. It's a 1-star match.
John Cena be like, I love Diddy.
What?
I love Vince McMahon.
Remember that?
I
He
was
was
like,
like,
what?
I love Vince
Yeah.
McMahon, even though I know he's
Yeah.
done fucked up things. I personally love him because that's what it means to love somebody. Okay.
1 star.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that kind of like low key, like when it happened, I was kind of pissed. I was like, I kind of don't want to watch Raw. I kind of don't want to see where they go with this because it's like this feels stupid.
Yeah, but they did save it to an extent.
Yeah.
Like I'm intrigued again.
They really said
but...
Gigi Dolan, you're gonna face Liv Morgan on Raw.
What?
That's how they got me back hooked. That's how they got me hooked again, boys. They said on Raw, they were like, "Yo, we understand you guys are a little bit upset. Okay, Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley, you're gonna have a tag match with Liv Morgan and Raquel." They said, "All right, guys, we know you're a little bit still upset. Io Sky meet Stephanie Vicor." And I'm like, "All right, I get this." And then they were like, "All right, guys, fine. To make sure you aren't mad, Roxanne, you're fighting Stephanie Vicor on NXT on Tuesday." And I said, you know what? WWE is back, baby. I'm so invested. I'm a fan again. I'm in there like swimwear. I'm going to watch every tang. All right. So they lost me, but I'm back in.
All right, well, those are our thoughts on WrestleMania. Yeah, fuck John Cena and that heel turn.
Yeah. Last words?
That's it.
I said everything I needed to say.
All right. Good night.
Fuck Seth
Good
Rollins.
night.